Hello one and all, and yes, welcome to my Halloween special yet again. This year being 2025. I've been doing this since 2016 with one video when I did Halloween, John Carpenter's Halloween. And then in the year about 2020 I started doing a series, and I'm back at it yet again. And if you guys did in fact see in a previous video, I've decided to start my Halloween segment earlier, simply because I'm not going to get into too much, but the previous video will give you the reason. Anyway, saying that my Halloween special for this year's coming. So just posted that video on my channel, you can go check that out. But yes guys, from this point until the end of October, I am in fact going to cover some horror movies. Could be some classics, could be some newer ones. Horror is one of the most popular genres out there, and I'm so excited. Yes, guys, I'm well aware that this isn't the best lighting, but I'm going to figure this out anyway. I'm in a new house, nothing I can do about it. But I'm going to go over it anyway. Plus, this isn't daytime as I'm recording this. But anyways, my first movie review for my Halloween special for this year is Final Destination 3, which is directed by James Wong, who directed the first movie. So this and the first one are the only ones he directed. Stars Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Wendy Christensen. And you have some other actors in here. You have Tony Todd and Texas Battle, all those actors in there. So I'm not really going to get into all of them. And if you guys seen my Halloween special 2023, I reviewed the first Final Destination. Last year, reviewed the second film. And yes, guys, that over there is my quadrilogy box. So I know you can't see it very well, because yet again due to the light, but I want to have some decoration, but I'll figure this out anyway. And so, I am going to later, in October, review Final Destination 5. I'm going to skip the fourth one because that movie is trash. This film might be my favourite in the series, Final Destination 3. Final Destination, the first one, may be considered the best, as far as I'm concerned anyway. For me, the third one is the best, because it has literally everything you want from a Final Destination movie. A lot of people think the second one has the best opening. For me, my favourite opening is the third one with the amusement park scene, because that to me had me on the edge of my seat every time. And how when the Christensen, played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead's character that she plays, reacts to all these things that's going to happen, which could potentially lead to death, completely have you hooked in. To me it did anyway, and the whole opening scene is just so fun to watch. And yes, I did enjoy the Final Destination 2 opening with the logs and all. For me, the third one's opening was just something else. Also, another sequence I love, which is also quite terrifying, is when these two girls are sort of laying down. I'm not going to get into too much. With where they and spoilers, guys, in case you haven't seen this movie, go watch it, then come back, unless you don't care. But as I was saying, these two girls are laying down in this sort of hot temperature machine, and basically it's completely jammed, and the temperature keeps going up and up, which then leads to death and quick cuts to a funeral. I love how well edited Final Destination 3 is. This is, I think, the best edited one, because whenever something happens immediately at death, it completely just cuts to another scene. And I think the two women over temperature scene is a prime example for that anyway. and also the attention just has me hooked in, and then the cannon scene as well also really had me hooked as well. Whenever you see certain characters losing parts of their body, then they're somehow still alive, you know. What I will say about Final Destination 3, particularly the franchise anyway, is that it seems to struggle the ending aspect. And I think that's probably the weakest thing about the Final Destination. But then again, if I'm being honest, Final Destination, despite the fourth one, which I don't want to talk about anytime soon, is my favourite horror franchise, I think. Either this or Scream, anyway, the more I think about it. I mean, may argue that another horror franchise is better, but I think Final Destination might be even my favourite because it's just deaths, really. I mean, what else can you want in a horror movie? But anyways, getting back to the ending. So 5 months later, we're on the train, and then Wendy is yet again experiencing some sort of dream where she's on the train track and she's about to die. Then it cuts straight back to the present day, and then you see some reaction going, and then the movie just completely ends, you know. I mean, but then again, I do kind of understand why the endings are like that anyway, with these Final Destination movies anyway. The acting overall, I think, is pretty good. I mean, I know it's not the greatest acting out there, I know, particularly it's a Final Destination movie. But then again, this to me is my favourite, just slightly more than the first film. First film would be my second favourite. But overall, guys, Final Destination 3, to me, it just has everything I want, you know. It has my favourite editing out of the Final Destinations, and it has my favourite opening scene. You know, it just kind of just has me on the edge of my seat every time I see that opening scene. And also when the two ladies are in the overly tempered bed, whatever you want to call it. But there you go, guys. That is my review on Final Destination 3, and also the start to my Halloween special. So comment down below, let me know what you guys think of Final Destination 3. Let me know below in the comments how far it ranks amongst the Final Destination franchise in your opinion. Be interested to know. And also, guys, I do understand that I know I'm going to keep repeating myself all the time that this lighting isn't the greatest, but that light where my finger is completely distracting. But hopefully I'll get to shoot more of these during the daytime. But I thought, why not? I mean, I guess this could be my sort of Halloween-y background with some random light in the corner. But anyways, guys, I'm looking forward to continuing the Halloween special. Can't believe it's back. I've been doing it for so long. Oh, my days. But if you're new to my channel, I'm a movie reviewer from the UK that likes to obviously review movies, particularly classics, and of course new releases. I mean, what can you go wrong there? And as always, yet again, please feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share this video, notify that bell before you leave. All my social media links are in the description below. But if you're a returner, welcome back and hope you enjoyed my content so far. And as always, until my next video, Halloween special, whatever, I shall see you then, and peace.